Did you know that your mind can be categorized into 5 different types? According to ancient wisdom traditions, mind categorized in 5 states: inert mind, scattered mind, oscillating mind, one-pointed mind, and conscious mind. One of these mind types could change the way you see yourself forever. And I'm here to help you find out which one it is. So if you are ready to break free and up your consciousness, just stick around. Let's get into it. Good people, mind evolution is all about transforming your thoughts, beliefs, and perception to achieve personal growth. It's a journey that can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Understanding this evolution is crucial if you want to break through barriers and truly transform your inner self. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Pilan Binda. Today, we are exploring the fascinating concept of 5 types of mind. Understanding these types can help you gain insight into your own thinking and how you relate to others. Whether you are a creative thinker, a logical planner, or somewhere in between, knowing your mind type can lead to your personal growth and improved relationships. So let's dive in. Let's talk about inert mind. The inert mind is slow, lazy, and inactive. It resists change and lacks energy. People in this state struggle with low energy, difficulty concentrating, and lack of motivation. They may feel confused, depressed, or stuck. This happens when we are overly attached to comfort and material things. The inert mind is seen as the least developed because it's influenced by ignorance and lack of clarity. People in this state are content with basic needs like food, shelter, similar to the mind of an animal. Let's talk about scattered mind. Most of the people have the problem of this mind. When our mind is activated to meet the standard of the world and tries to resonate with the fast-paced environment around us, it becomes scattered. This means the mind is restless, distracted, and unfocused. It constantly jumps from one thought to another without direction. People in this state are driven by desires and impulses, always seeking something new. They can't focus, feel anxious, and struggling to finish tasks. This scattered mind is dominated by restlessness, leading to stress and confusion. Our world demands too much from us, good people, and trying to meet the standards of this world makes life difficult. To find peace, we need to move beyond this mind through spiritual growth. Most people are unaware that this type of mind drains their energy from any energetic perspective. It creates a downward spiral towards a survival mindset. Let's explain oscillating mind. The oscillating mind is caught between moments of clarity and distraction. It moves back and forth between calm and chaos. Sometimes we focus, but that focus doesn't last long. We quickly return to being distracted. This mind struggles with the consistency and is prone to inner conflict and indecision. While it is a step towards clarity, the oscillating mind is not fully controlled yet. You may feel happy today and confused tomorrow without knowing why. The key is to become aware of which state of mind is ruling your life. Let's talk about the mind of freedom, one-pointed mind. The one-pointed mind is focused and disciplined. It concentrates on one thought, task, or goal without getting distracted. This state is necessary for deep meditation and spiritual practice. It helps the mind stay calm and clear, even in tough situations. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, reading, journaling, you can develop a one-pointed mind. This state of mind helps us grow spiritually and find inner peace. We need to reach this point to experience the freedom and wisdom that our Creator has placed inside us. Let's talk about the mind of Christ. The mind of Christ. Conscious mind. The conscious mind is a higher state of awareness. It rises above distractions and desires and is fully aware of itself and the present moment. In this state, a person feels deeply connected to higher self and the universe. They experience inner peace, contentment, joy. The conscious mind is free from fear, attachment, and ignorance. It aligns with spiritual truths and universal laws. This state is often called enlightenment or self-realization. It's a mind of peace, love, acceptance, bliss, and freedom. This is the mind of Christ Himself. I believe everyone wants to reach the state of peace, the state of acceptance. Let's dive in how to move from inert mind to conscious mind. We must master the three worlds that create the physical world: the mental world, the emotional world, and the spiritual world. When there are problems in this world, our lives may feel out of balance. Growth is necessary because when growth stops, we begin to fade away. We start to die inside. That is the law of polarity. Everything in the universe has an opposite. How many of us take time daily to focus on our spiritual world, emotional world, and mental world to grow? How many people? If we fix problems in these three areas, our physical life will also improve. Despite challenges we face in our life, we are going to live a peaceful life because that mind is a mind of freedom, the mind of consciousness. Think of a tree. When it starts dying on the outside, it's because the growth system inside is failing. We too are like trees because we are part of nature. Our inner growth must happen daily. We are conditioned to focus only on the physical world, which drains our energy. If we lose energy, we lose life. Remember, energy is everything. Everything is energy. The physical world can be frustrating because the root of our frustration is often invisible to us. In previous videos, I talked about energy and knowing yourself. Personal growth helps us to raise our energy vibration beyond limitations. Know thyself is about uncovering the treasure hidden inside. As Jesus mentioned in the book of Thomas, we must know ourselves. But to unlock our potential, we must remove the resistance within us. There is a law of cause and effect in the universe. To fix a problem, we must focus on its source. If any orange tree produces sour fruits, the issue is not with the fruit, but with the roots. In the same way, if there is a suffering in our lives, we need to find the root cause. Depression, anxiety, stress are symptoms of deeper problems. Focusing on effect won't lead to freedom. We need to focus on source. It's painful to see people turning to opioids to ease their emotional pain. These painkiller drugs only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, and they come with harmful side effects. Did you know that we carry traumas, memories, and belief from our ancestors in our genes unresolved? I don't believe these energies bring us freedom, but I will cover this in future videos. About 90% of our problems come from the soul, which includes the mind, will, and emotions. I will go deeper into discussing the soul. The Bible has verses that show the soul is made up of mind, will, and emotions. There are many verses that discuss this. I will give you just a few verses for clarity. Proverbs chapter 2 verse 10 says, "Wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul." Knowledge is a function of the mind, and pleasant refer to a good emotion. Psalm chapter 139 verse 14 says, "My soul knows it well." Knowing is a function of the mind, proving that the mind is a part of the soul. Job 7 verse 15 says, "My soul will choose." My soul will choose. And Job 6 verse 7 says, "My soul refuses." To choose and to refuse are decisions which show the will is a part of the soul. Let's read another verse. Isaiah 61 verse 10 says, "I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God." Rejoice is an emotion, proving the soul includes emotions. Since the soul is the mind, will, and emotions, we need to pay attention to it, because these things control much of our life. They can make us miserable or blissful. It's hard to see the limits of the soul power because we often identified with it. But we are not our mind or emotions. We have them, and we must dominate them. It's tough to use your willpower against your emotions and thoughts when you are under pressure. To understand what limits us, we need to create a gap between ourselves and those limitations. Today, we know the earth is round because scientists created a gap between the earth and space and saw it from space. They were able to see clearly because they were separated from the earth. The point I want to make here is that spiritual growth teaches us to create gap between soul and spirit. Spiritual growth teaches us to create a gap between the soul and the spirit. We need time to sit down and observe our thoughts and emotions. When we distance ourselves from, we lose our identity. We lose our identity with them and start to receive wisdom from the Spirit. The soul works through intellect, but intellect is limited because it creates confusion when challenged. The point I want to make here is that spiritual growth teaches us to create a gap between soul and the spirit. We need time to sit down and observe our thoughts and emotions. When we distance ourselves from them, we lose our identity with them and start to receive wisdom from the spirit. The soul works through intellect, but intellect is limited because it creates confusion when challenged. The soul divides, labels, judges, fears, and worries. It is attached to the visible world, physical world, but invisible world creates the visible. As Buddha said, the root of suffering is attachment. We need to detach ourselves from the soul to go beyond limitations and boundaries. We need to work on three worlds that create physical world. I'm talking about the mental world, emotional world, and spiritual world. When there is any issue in this world, life becomes confusing. Anything in the universe that stops growing starts to die little by little. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.